March 2015. After moving to a different continent and finishing university, I had spent some time trying to find a job in the exciting world of tech startups. Initially fascinated by what I saw as the best way to make use of a creative personality. That did not work, as I was quickly disillusioned with how little creativity was actually involved in startup culture, and how it seemed more like a race to create a service that could be sold to a bigger tech company than a desire to create something. I wanted to do something that I was genuinely passionate about. One of my mentors in the startup world once told me that people should not be creating products, but rather building communities. With that piece of life-changing advice, I turned my attention to YouTube. Like many people watching YouTube, consuming content had been one of my daily activities while I finished university. I was fascinated by tech channels that focus on small, interesting topics. You see, an idea had been bouncing on my head since before I switched continents. This guy was my one and only PC for a really long time. Through significant effort, I got it on 2012, and back then it was a pretty decent small form laptop. But by the time I had moved, it was having trouble playing most of the games that were coming out, and I was finding more and more drastic ways of getting it to work. Because I was a student, money was precious, and there was no way I could get a better PC. This was my one gateway into gaming. And because of this, I was frustrated on how most of the bigger PC tech channels tended to focus on expensive hardware and high graphics. I felt I could not call myself a PC gamer because I did not own any of these things. Why was it so hard to find PC gaming channels with a focus on low-end hardware and low settings? So these two things came together, and I decided to stop waiting for such a channel to show up and build my own. Through a combination of begging and pity, I convinced one of my best friends, a fantastic designer, to create me a logo. I used some savings on a capture card and spent weeks working on a video on Arkham City, which I uploaded on the 30th of April 2015. The video was terrible, but the idea was there. I asked some people in a small subreddit I like what they thought about my idea, and some people liked it, so I continued. On around June 2015, a video I made on The Witcher 3 went viral thanks to an article in Kotaku. I shot to 10,000 subscribers in an instant in what was one of the most intense weekends of my life. I thought that was it, my one chance, my one opportunity to make it on YouTube. And then, when the video was on its peak, my channel received a copyright DCMA strike on 6 of my videos. This is not Content ID, this was done manually and has much stronger consequences. It was never clear what happened. The DCMAs were signed by another YouTube user who seemed to wanted to stop my channel from growing. But when I talked to this person, he denied being involved in any of this, and I could never actually confirm what was the truth. I received 2 strikes in one day, and with my young channel in the border of elimination, I stopped making videos. 3 grueling, very depressing weeks happened before the strikes were revised, and all the momentum from the viral video was gone. I genuinely feared back then that I had missed my one chance, but I decided to continue going for one very simple reason. Since then I have grown, diversified, built PCs, developed a fascination for handheld PCs, created a subreddit, had viewers create a Discord without my initial involvement. I have had several videos reaching 1 million views, I have been interviewed in podcasts and websites and attending conventions, and gave 2 panels and a talk at VidCon Europe, and look, they're having hard times. They're having times, more than I'm willing to admit, where I have thought I was not going to get anywhere with this thing. But I continued, and I did so in part because I have found on this channel a topic that I'm passionate about and that actually engages my creativity. But also because of you, because of your passion, the emails thanking me for your help, the trash tubs that you're building and sending me pictures of, the support that you provide for this very weird and different view at PC gaming. Today marks 3 years since I uploaded my first video, back when this whole thing started. And I still feel there is so much work to be done. So many angles to explore, so many experiments to do. No matter if you started watching recently or if you have been around from the start, thank you for 3 years of LowSpecGamer. I really do think the growing number of smaller communities and niche-focused channels are the most interesting thing happening in YouTube right now. And I hope for the opportunity to talk more about that and share my experience in YouTube in hopes of getting more people to create interesting content. In fact, I have the honor of being a feature creator on VidCon US this year, where I will be talking about just that, how to succeed as a niche channel. If you're the kind of person that goes to VidCon, the link and discount code for tickets are in the description. And hey, if you're going, send me a tweet or a message on Discord or something. Or just follow me on Twitter, and if you see me going to any conference that you're also going to, send me a tweet. I read everything. Where will the next year take us? I don't know. Let's find out together.